Hi, hello, and welcome to our podcast series, Executive Lens. I'm your host, Sudev. I think one term that has been in discussion for the longest time is communication. Communication is very important in all the spheres of life, whether it is professional, personal, even between friends. Communication is the key. And when it comes to corporate communications, you have to be very precise, you have to be very concise and effective. So, today I am going to have a communication session, a conversation session with the head of corporate communication from Qatar General Insurance and Reinsurance Company, Mr. Abdul Rahman. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Nice
Thank
to
you,
meet
Sudhir.
you. First question is, how are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing very well. Alhamdulillah.
Good. I hope you're having a great time here.
Yeah, the team has been very helpful.
Welcoming and
Yeah, welcoming. Thank you so much for that.
pleasure. So, Mr. Abdul Rahman, you are the head of corporate communication. This is your designation. But apart from the designation, what is something that drives you? Apart from the professional competence, professional knowledge, professional glory, keeping aside the professional part, what is Mr. Abdul Rahman at his core?
I've always liked digital marketing. I've
Okay.
always liked and enjoyed digitization, innovation, how all of these values are shaping today's business landscape.
Okay.
And when I applied for Qatar General Insurance and the Reinsurance Company, everything fell into place. A working environment that really embrace all of these values that I had already. And it's a place where I think that I can make a difference.
You know, when it comes to insurance sector, trust is a huge factor. And you talked about your value system being in line with the company's value system. So let's throw some light on the value system that you have. Uh, what shaped those value systems? Experiences that made you into you. Can you share one instance?
Well, I'm a Middle Eastern guy, grown up in Lebanon and came to Qatar when I was 22 years old.
Okay.
That's 20 years ago.
You still look like a 22-year-old.
Thank you. So I think the local values in Qatar, integrity, transparency, honesty, all of these values have played a huge role in in building up my personality
Beautiful.
and making me what I am today.
Beautiful. So, when I heard the term head of corporate communications, just as I mentioned, communication is an important aspect of every business, not just in relationships, but when it comes to business, communication is an important aspect, whether it is internal, external. Let's try to have this conversation about Qatar General Insurance and Reinsurance Company. How and what are they trying to communicate exactly? I have prepared some questions. So, shall we?
Sure, please go ahead.
So let's start with, how do you define your core identity of Qatar General Insurance and Reinsurance Company?
Well, we've been in the market for the past 46 years,
Okay.
and QGIRCO has always been recognized for trust and reliability. What's changing is how we're delivering that trust. We're making insurance simpler, faster, and more customer friendly.
Okay. One thing that I have always noticed, that insurance is something that people take very seriously. And as you already mentioned, that this industry is something which has a lot of seriousness to it, a
Yeah,
lot of
sure.
depth, gravitas to it. So how do you differentiate yourself in the market? What is the USP that you bring to the table for the people?
Sure. I would say three elements.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with credibility. In insurance, trust is earned with time and is proven in claims.
Okay.
And this is very important. Clarity comes next. We're working hard to make our policies and procedures easier to understand and easier to manage. And I would say experience is very important as well. We're investing in smoother customer journeys, especially digital, because customers now want to buy insurance policies as easily as they would buy anything else online.
Okay. As you mentioned, digital, that brings me to my next question. What about the digital experiences that you are providing? Since this is a digital era, a lot of things are transitioning into digital spaces.
Yeah.
So, what is your take on that? And how does Qatar General Insurance and the insurance company looks forward to it?
Insurance used to be about distribution and paperwork. Now it's more about speed and transparency.
Okay.
We have modernized our operations and improved the way we communicate to our customers. At the same time, we have invested in digital first journeys at our company, because customers nowadays, they want so basically we are maintaining the same trust, but we're delivering in a way that fits today's expectations.
You're also modernizing your own approach while keeping with the traditions, right?
Sure.
Beautiful. Now, next question is about the Qatari market.
Yeah.
We all know that this is a dynamic market. And what makes it special and what makes it unique according to your experience?
It's a market with sophisticated corporate risks and diverse customer base. And digital adoption is huge in Qatar, and people expect a very high level of service. I think there's an opportunity for insurance awareness and penetration.
Okay.
But we should always remember that trust building and customer education are very essential.
I think these are the foundations which help
100%.
you grow. 100%. Now, we talked about the Qatari market. And can you tell me something about the alignment that QGIRCO has with Qatar National Vision 2030?
Sure.
I have been in this market for 1.5 years. And from day one to this day, every news article that I read and everything that comes up has an alignment towards Qatar National Vision 2030. And what is your steps and what are your steps that you are taking so that QGIRCO also is on the same page as it?
Thank you for the question. I think that we align by empowering SMEs and by strengthening the risk protection.
Okay.
And also by driving innovation that hopefully ensure a more resilient and transparent economy.
Okay. From the conversation that we had till now, you mentioned certain values like trust, customer satisfaction, which are important and which drives a business to greater heights. And one thing that I would like to focus upon now is something that drives all these growth. It is leadership. And what does leadership mean in today's context, especially in insurance field?
I think leadership now means something else. When you pay claims fairly, when you underwrite responsibly, and of course, when you keep on improving the customer experience, this is all leadership in today's market. And it also helps when you raise the expectations as well, not lower them.
Things provided to the customer by QGIRCO, can you throw some light on that? Let's say things that customer can look for when they approach QGIRCO, like not just the value system, but products. Can you throw some light on that?
I think motor insurance is a strong example here, because motor insurance customers can feel the experience almost instantly, especially if the operation is fast and simple. SME lines and medical are also a good example, because this is when claims expectations, service quality, and everything comes together to shape loyalty.
From the starting point to this point, the conversation that we had, I can observe a sense of confidence that you have in your product, in your brand, because you have been in the market for 46 years. And before we wind up, one final question. We talked about what makes you unique. We talked about leadership. We talked about alignment with Qatar National Vision. Now I want to know about the future prospects that QGIRCO has and what lies in the future.
Well, I see QGIRCO as a digitally enabled insurer in the future, recognized for its trust and reliability, but also for smoother customer experiences, journeys, and for stronger partnerships. I think the ambition is to modernize our operations while staying true to what matters most for people: credibility and consistency.
Beautiful. I think that sums up the future that you have, like modernizing, but staying in touch with the value
Simplifying
system.
the experience make everything smoother for customers, simplifying everything for them, and keeping the core promise: trust and reliability.
Trust and reliability. Thank you so much, Mr. Abdul Rahman.
My pleasure
I had
to
a
be
great
here.
conversation with you.
Likewise.
And inshallah, I'm pretty much sure, like with this value system, You guys are bound to achieve the success that you deserve. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Appreciate it.